At center, standing 7 feet even, number 1, JaVale McGee. At point, standing 6'1", number 9, Rajon Rondo. At guard was number 24, 6'6" from Lower High School, Kobe Bryant. At power forward, standing 6'10", number 3, Anthony Davis. At the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 23, LeBron James. Your home team head coach is Byron Scott. Ladies and gentlemen, your Los Angeles Lakers.
On the road, looking for a win against their Western Conference rival, the Dallas Mavericks are ready for this thing to get started. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Latina, celebration of Latin culture in the league. It's become an annual tradition and a very good one. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. LeBron with it. Davis with a screen on Anderson. LeBron outside. Makes it off the glass. LeBron's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Lakers. And for LeBron James, a remarkable step. Greg, he had increased his field goal percentage for 7 consecutive seasons going into 2014.
Yeah, a steep decline last season, though, back below 50%. Was it just the challenge of new teammates and a new system, or the mileage he's accumulated? This season may start to answer that question.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. On the floor for Dallas, Anderson is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Williams. Then it's the kid, and it's Powell in at the center position.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them. And you know, with LeBron, he's played over 40,000 career minutes. He's played more than Larry Bird did his entire career. More than NBA Iron Man Andre Miller as well. And those miles take their toll.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Anderson passes to the kid. Williams attacking, and he gets the bucket.
And for LeBron, last season, the longest injury absence of his career. I think he's smart to protect his body, though. If he can keep healthy, he can play for a long time at a very high level.
Here is Davis. Deron Williams picking up that last basket. James outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And too long on the shot. And the Mavericks with possession. Trailing by 4. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's LeBron. And it's Bryant in the corner. Outside, Davis. Can't get it to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Anderson with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. Williams against Rondo. On the wing, Williams. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Lakers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And we've seen Dallas just be fantastic since the start of the new millennium. Year in and year out, they seem to always win 50 games. Hit that mark again last season.
Here's the kid. Back to Anderson. Porzingis passes to Williams. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Powell. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Well, last season they won 50, Greg, as you just said. That marked Clark the 12th time. It happened since 2000.
Well, clearly this franchise has been committed to winning. I mean, you hear that from a lot of franchises, but they often aren't willing to take the risk that the Mavericks take. The Mavs do a good job of putting their money where their mouth is.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouls.
And for JaVale McGee, what was once such a promising career is now, Clark, I think, kind of at a crossroads.
Yeah, you know what? He is capable of being a major rim protector and rebounder, but I think teams are getting a little bit impatient with him because he's just not mature to the point that you would have expected.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Brandon Bass is checked in for Anthony Davis. Young comes in for James. Green, he's checked in for Kobe. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Both free throws good from McGee.
And for McGee, it looked like he had taken a positive step last year when it was announced he would sign with Boston. The front office even came out and sang his praises. Then negotiations fell apart and McGee didn't play again for the rest of the season. Another in a long line of disappointments over his career. Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking it down.
Green, the screen. Outside Brandon. He dishes it to Green. This one for three. The putback. Barea pulls it in. The Mavericks trailing. Stolen by McGee. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Black's checked in for JaVale McGee. The Lakers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Barea kicks to Harris. Puts it up from 12. No good. Great D that time from Green.
You know, regarding McGee, he spent most of his career eyeing the money. He forced his way out of Washington partly because of it. Didn't sign with the Celtics because he wanted to be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year. He has to show that he can still play if he wants somebody to really pay.
Here's the kid. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Dallas shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season. And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
Now here's Bradley. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And the Lakers with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now the pass to the kid. Over to the left wing. Puts up a three. Rebounded by the Lakers. Bradley dishes to Green. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Releases from 15. That one wide left.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Lakers on top, up by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. veteran Dirk Nowitzki still remembers the Mavs 2011 championship. He said he'd love to get one more before it's all said and done.
I mean, that 11th season I'll never forget, but once you tasted the victory, you see how great that felt and, how happy the city was, and it was just one big party over the whole summer, so you want that again. You want to experience it again.
Once definitely not enough for Dirk. He's been to the mountaintop and he wants more. Another trip there would be terrific for him. He's been to the finals twice.
Yeah, and you heard him. It was like the whole city was having one big party all summer long because they were there. How could you not want to have that experience once again?
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
They've got LeBron James. Bryant is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Brandon Bass, and it's Davis in at the 4 spot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in. Porzingis, he's checked in for Dallas. Now here's Barea. He's covered by Rondo. McGee with the block. That one's good. The Laker lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Anderson. The Lakers shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Rondo kicks to James. McGee a screen. Outside Rondo, back to Bryant. Davis setting the pick for Bryant. Just 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it. Now here's Williams. He feeds it to Barea. Pass to Powell. Uncovered. It's hauled in by LeBron. Powell's gone 1 of 4 so far.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
Barea, no good.
The spin freed him up, but he just couldn't follow through with the shot.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And you just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron, that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. And no matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
All right, students, look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Laker girls.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, good, Bryant. On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
Mavericks trail by 7. Passes it to Porzingis. It's Anderson with the drive. Rebound by JaVale McGee. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And Davis can't get it to go. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
To the inside. Stolen by McGee. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Uses the glass to finish the layup. James has got 6.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now here's Barea. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Williams attacking. Will it go? Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Bryant. Here we go, one-on-one. Rondo passes to Kobe. Feeds it to Davis. Outside for Rondo. LeBron outside. 6 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Mavericks ball.
And the Lakers making a change here. Waiters is checked in. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Outside Williams. Here's Marjanovic. He's guarded by Waiters. Here's Marjanovic. Just 5 to shoot. Williams for 3. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Tarek Black, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Bass comes in for Anthony Davis. Daniel Green, he's checked in for James. And Bradley subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And then for Dallas, Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Harris subbed in for Anderson. Here's the kid on the wing, Williams. Nowitzki with the screen on Green. Here's the kid. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And former coach of the year, Byron Scott, now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Nowitzki left side. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And when you've got that much of a size advantage on your defender, that's how you take advantage of it.
Bass with the screen. Waiters dishes to Bradley. Bass with a screen for Waiters. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Young's checked in for Los Angeles. 55 seconds left in the first half. Harris outside. High arcing shot. Second shot opportunity. It's blocked. Now here's Bradley, the fast break opportunity. Green kicks to Young. A baseline J. Goes back up, and it's good on the way in. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside make them beat you from deep.
And the basket by Harris.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
And the first half is now in the books. Lakers ahead as they end the second quarter with a 13-4 run. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with LeBron James. LeBron, how were you guys able to make that first half look so easy?
It's not easy at all. We're just flying around helping each other defensively, and we're able to get stops and we're able to execute offensively.
A disruptive defense, always dangerous. LeBron, thank you. Kevin?
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. The second quarter was very positive for them. They clearly upped the intensity and upped their lead, finishing the half with an 11-point advantage. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
And over to Kenny. Let's get your insights on Dallas.
Poor efficiency on offense. That's what jumps out at me. You aren't going to win many games shooting under 35%. Bad shot selection, too much one-on-one play, not finishing with authority. Now, these are correctable errors. They could choose to come out in the second half and completely flip that script.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, you just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Here's the kid. Mavs made the playoffs again last season. 14th playoff berth for them in the last 15 years, and only the San Antonio Spurs have made more, Greg, over that time frame.
Yeah, and they had a tough first-round opponent in the number 2 seed, Houston. A good old Texas tussle between the 2 and the 7 seeds.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Porzingis is out there with Anderson. Then it's the kid. Then it's Williams. And it's Powell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here is Davis. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Davis has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, and you know, the Mavs got bounced out by the Rockets in 5 games in round 1. They were able to avoid the sweep, but losing the first 3 was way too much to overcome.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And for Dallas in the playoffs, really, it didn't help to have the Rondo drama going on. at the time. Even if that hadn't happened, though, you got the feeling that they were overmatched against a red-hot Houston team.
Big change last year for the Mavs came when they traded for Rajon Rondo. It looked to be the missing piece for him, Clark, but boy, it just never seemed to come together.
You just don't know. Trades are always risky. You don't know how they're going to work out, and I give credit to ownership for talking to the players to see what they thought about the trade before they actually made the deal.
And so here is Dallas following the miss by Anthony Davis. Here's Williams, and Davis sends it back. 90 seconds now into the second half. Bryant drives in. Shot is off. Excellent D there from Williams.
And things just didn't really work out with Rondo here with the Mavs. Missed a lot of games and at times clashed with that coaching staff.
Now here's Anderson. Left side Williams. Shot off a pick. Again, the miss by Williams.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Anthony Davis. And Williams, here we go. Another shot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. And, you know, they said it was the injury, but you have to suspect the Mavs just shut him down in the playoffs. They took a big swing and missed with Rondo in acquiring him, but I think you have to give him credit for at least taking the risk.
And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Good on the second free throw. And Greg, you're right with Porzingis. It made sense for him to wait one more year. Clark has a lot to learn, but still comes over, you know, as a much talked about player, a much better player than had he declared last season.
I agree with you, yet he'll still need time to develop, but all the ingredients are there. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
Yeah, the Latvian had a great shot for his height, and there'll be an interesting stretch for in the NBA.
Good call.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
Second free throw, no good. Ray, getting back to Waiters, there's a reason the Cavaliers dealt the former 4th overall pick in the draft. Not only did he shoot poorly, but Clark, he averaged less than 2 assists a game.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset adjustment with Waiters. I've loved his talent and his ability to make plays and shots. Now he just has to recalibrate his thinking so he can be effective in the role he's asked to play.
Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. That's good from McGee. A big part of the problem for the Lakers last year was consistency. Clark, with all their injuries, they had to shuffle the lineup, it seemed, every game.
Well, you know what happened with all that shuffling was they got to see a lot of different players and evaluate them for the future. I think it helped in regards to what they're going to do this offseason.
Both free throws good from McGee.
And for the Lakers, obviously the big get for them was landing the number 2 overall pick in the draft. Getting a quality big to add to a roster with Kobe is huge. It made them a player again, I believe, in free agency.
And, you know, when it comes to the Lakers, they're always going to be players in free agency if they have money. It's still a marquee franchise in the NBA, one of the top 2 or 3, no doubt. When you have high draft picks and money to spend, people want to play for you, and not to mention California is an attractive destination.
Mavericks trail by 12. Here's the screen. Rondo with the steal. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. James kicks to McGee. And it's easy too. Credit the assist on that one.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Davis sets a screen. Rondo passes to Davis. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Down low. Outside for Barea. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Rondo.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
One of the first things you notice about Anthony Davis is how long and athletic he is. He can get by most other big men, and he's got, Clark, as you like to say, that feathery shot, that feathery touch.
Yep, cotton candy soft is that jumper, and you've got to respect it. But he can also up fake you and with one dribble, posterize you.
Justin Anderson. Los Angeles calls timeout. All right, Staples Center. Look who's coming on the court. Come on and get loud for your Laker girls.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Brandon Bass is checked in for JaVale McGee. Young comes in for LeBron. Green, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Lakers leading by 11. Outside, Green. Outside, Bradley. Bass with a screen for Bradley. And again, no good by the Lakers. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The pass to the kid. Out to the right wing. Nowitzki kicks to Barea. And guys, what a spark plug J.J. Barea has been throughout his career. When he comes in the game, you can feel the lift. We saw a couple games against Houston in the playoffs. Saw it back in 2011 in the championship season for the Mavs.
That's a great point. I mean, he has an energizing effect on his teammates, the fans, and the announcers. I mean, he just brings so much spirit and hustle to the games. Very hard not to root for a guy like that.
And the first one drops. Tarek Black, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There's a minute left in the third. Inside, here's pass, and that one is hammered home.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And so it's Dallas with it after the basket by Los Angeles. Barea, no good.
For me, my favorite memory of Barea, his outstanding postseason in 2011. The Mavericks had to get through the Lakers and the Heat to win their first championship. And Barea broke down those defenses by screaming to the hoop every chance he got. Actually, he squirted to the hoop.
Here's Barea after the basket by Los Angeles. Marjanovic, good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And Young, here we go. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers lead by 11. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. So it's the Lakers now. They've got Rajon Rondo. JaVale McGee is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Kobe. And it's Bradley in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Nowitzki dishes to Anderson. Back to Nowitzki. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Nowitzki's got it back down to single digits for the Mavs.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Powell, he's checked in for Dirk Nowitzki. So it's the Mavericks now. Outside Williams. Here's the screen. Kobe with the steal. Los Angeles leading by 9. In the corner, it's James. Here's Davis. Mavericks with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
That's to Porzingis. Williams against LeBron. And stolen by James. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Left side, Davis. Shot clock at 6. A second chance effort. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped. And Anthony Davis, growing up in the rough south side of Chicago, because of the violence, his father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Rick Carlisle was going over with his team in that last huddle. He was not at all satisfied with their effort levels, saying, we're losing the hustle plays and all the 50-50 balls. We simply can't win that way. We've got to get after it. Let's see how they respond, Kevin.
And Davis stayed around the game in grade school. He'd keep the clock, sell the tickets, even someone said sell nachos.
Humble beginnings, partner, humble beginnings. Didn't even dream of NBA stardom. Said he wanted to be a high school coach. Obviously, things have changed now. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Two open that time, made it look too easy.
Well, that's a great pass by Darren Williams.
Lakers leading by 12. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. And it's 9 points for Davis.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Count that one.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Kobe, the pass to Rondo. Davis setting the pick for Rondo. Kicks it to McGee. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. McGee's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by McGee. And Bryant kicks to Rondo. Dishes to Davis. LeBron outside. Davis sets a screen. The drive by James. And it's Davis missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's Williams. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. No good. Great D that time from Davis.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
James right side. Takes the 13-footer. Not enough on that one as it misses. Mavericks trail by 14. The kid passes to Williams. And there's the feed to Powell. Out left to the wing. And here's Anderson from the arc. And that is good.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting. And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
James dishes to Rondo. He kicks it to McGee. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls. McGee's got 4 points this quarter. Mavericks trail by 13. Outside Williams. Powell, that's good.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Rondo kicks to LeBron. The teardrop falls in.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Lakers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
And that produced great fruit for them in transition.
And a great team effort, but still What an individual performance for McGee. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
The D bit on that pass fake, and that freed him up. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
McGee is screen. LeBron drives in. The dish to McGee. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McGee's got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to them, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. It would have been really easy to pack it in.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, I'm here with a very happy Kobe Bryant. This team obviously seemed to be pretty locked in tonight. How good is this team's defense right now?
We're very good. You know, we're only going to get better, though. We still blew a lot of coverages, a lot of assignments. But all in all, we're playing extremely well.
Kobe, congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show. But not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. We're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson.